Hey, um, Derek, aka Deaf Sheep. Um, Hope all is well and such. Um, this is gonna sound weird. It sounds weird, like doing this, but I want to do it anyways because I thought, it's been. I actually looked at. I was looking at my thing the other day. I was looking at the channel the other day, and I saw that I had actually started this channel, this YouTube thing back in 10 years ago. 10 years ago. So pretty much it's been 10 years. So sorry, long day and all that jazz. And I'm not. This is pretty much going to be as it is. Um, that being said, I really appreciate a lot. And I actually it's interesting to say that it started 10 years. Not really. I mean, I made an account um 10 years ago, and every so often it was kind of sparse. Um, I remember I posted a video. It was like the little clock video thing. I just, like recorded that because it was just that it was weird, and I decided to post it on YouTube. Excuse me. And then every so often I would come on here and share something, post something. I think 2021 I tried to do some stuff. Like I tried to do some videos. Um, yeah, I tried to do some videos like review stuff and all of that. And then and that didn't really go much, really do much. And then 2022, I started doing more videos about when I was started making games and started getting a little bit of views, and I actually even started getting more subscribers that way. Um, but then I want to say that it was actually this year where I started actually growing a little more. Um, at the moment of speaking, I have 75 subscribers, and I know that's not a lot, but I mean, in like 10 years of like just hardly doing much, and mainly the main thing I've been posting these past couple of months now has been a lot of my stream videos, which by the way, there will be more coming. I actually do have some. Um, But the only problem is that it's just the whole, school related stuff. So that's really it. Um, but once I'm done with school and all that, I should be fine. But anyways, I've always wanted to do a lot of stuff on here. Um, I've always wanted to do stuff like make video essays. I want to go into editing stuff, and it's always just been like, life just gets in the way and such. And there's always also just trying to learn, try to figure some stuff out. I think the most I've done editing was actually like at the beginning of one of the is one of the Chrono Trigger videos where I did a bit of editing there. And like it was just really just at the beginning because that opening was so long. Like it was just 20 minutes of me literally just meandering around, because I was trying to upload videos at the time and on a stream, and I was like, I didn't want to do that to you guys, so I was like, well, let me try to cut that out, and so I cut it out, and then I made like a little transition thing, and I was like, oh, that's actually pretty cool. Um, Even though it took me like, I know it might not seem like it, but it took me like even just took me a little bit just to even do that little bit, and yeah. But I've always wanted to do stuff like, I've always wanted to talk about things on here. Like go into things like making games or, talking about certain games. Um, it was actually really nice doing the Gachi Akuta review and such. I didn't even think I would get like, wasn't that many people, but I didn't think I'd get that many views. The most I actually got on here was when I did a reaction to the when I did a reaction video to ABBA. I was like from Guilty Gear Strive. I was like, oh wow, like I had gotten like 500. That was like a big blow up for me. Some of these streams, it actually shocks me at times how many people I get. Um, Even like some of the videos, like some of the music stuff I've done, like the non-copyright elevator song, or the even a remix to Wheels on the Bus. It's like I'm actually shocked how many people watch those videos. Um, and then, like I said, even some of the streams, like the Cuphead one, or even Hollow Knight, it really does. It really is amazing. Some of the shorts I had done too, when it related to like announcements and such. I will say, I think that's what really kind of drove me to do more videos, was when I got into like making games and such. And I was like, okay, well, I want to advertise and all that jazz. But yeah, I wish I could like do more, and I wish I was able to edit more. But it's what it is. I mean, I'm 33 right now, so I got time. So I mean, who knows? Like if God wills it, like over time, maybe I can get big. I've always, like, one of the things I kind of wanted to try to get to is just 100. You know what I mean? I just want to get 100 subscribers. I know like the thing to get, I think, eligible is to get 500 subscribers, and then you're supposed to get like a certain number of hours of footage viewed and such, and like, but I always just like to be like one step at a time. So, but it's just amazing. Like I said, the fact that like I got 75 people legit just said I want to subscribe to you and such, and I got some people who just come on here and they'll talk, and they'll comment and such. Um, Probably one of my favorite videos, if I had to say that I did, um, that wasn't a stream, or it wasn't like a live video or anything like that, or rather that wasn't related to like the game development stuff in a way. Um, I have to say um, was the Marvel one, the one about the what's that thing called, the New Warriors, the Marvel's New Warriors thing. Because when I did that, I realized, oh Sam, this has been 4 years, and I always talked about that with people. But the one thing I wanted to do in that video, I hope it came across, is that it's not so much try to be mean spirited. It's just so much as try to give as much constructive criticism as possible, to be like, even though like, yeah, it's a dead thing, it's just like, hey man, like this could have been a lot better. What were you doing? What were you thinking? And such. Um, the Capcom one actually did take me by surprise. The one when I said, Capcom, it's the one with the Breath of Fire logo on front. And it's like, Capcom and all these game companies, they need to stop doing this. Um, the whole thing about like they need to stop advertising, well, stop teasing us and not giving us what we want, essentially. So um, I think that one actually took me by surprise, of doing that. I have so many things on here, and like I said, I've always wanted to do skits. So I'm hoping like to get more time to do stuff like that. Um, that's why I'm hoping and praying that I get like something that actually gets me like, that can actually bring joy, where I can feel happy, I can feel okay. Um, where afterwards it doesn't wear me out, and I don't feel mentally or emotionally tired and all that jazz, or even physically tired to an extent, and all of that. But yeah, but this year, like I said, has actually been kind of interesting for me of doing this. Um, like I said, 10 years, guys. And like I said, like I mean, it didn't really do much within those 10 years. So it's not like, oh, like, I mean, I think it's like a huge gap between that, because I did that video that was it like 2016. I did that video, the the one with the clock thing, and then like I did something in 2021. But it's just found it interesting. I was like, oh, like this, like I had started this account 10 years ago. So maybe one thing I could do for this video is kind of one of those like what do I hope to do in the next 10 years. And so I think the next 10 years, if God was it that, one, I could be able to make more content on here, like I said, and not just like, streams and all that, but also, like I said, commentaries, video essays, skits, and all of that. Um, Work on editing stuff, maybe even produce like promos for stuff I make. I'm hoping to create more stuff, not just games, but stuff like plays or movies and such. I really want to go into that stuff. Maybe see if this will get me somewhere. If this will pick me up. I'm hopefully maybe in 10 years I can have, who knows, maybe 10 times the amount of what I have now, if I keep at it. And then that would be kind of cool. So if times 10, it's like what, like, well, that'd be like seven, and that'd be 750. So let's go bigger. Let's do 100 times more. So let's try that, 75, like 7,500. Yeah, just say. Yeah. And then also, like, I'm hoping to get married. I mean, I'm speaking with a girl right now from Canada, and you know who you are. And yeah, so I mean, if that works out as such, may end up getting with this girl and get married, and maybe we go up to, maybe I live up in Canada for a couple of years and lives down here, or maybe we go over to like somewhere else, like Japan. Just saying. What I'm saying, wink, wink, wink. Um, and we pop some kids. Who knows? Like I said, have a solid career and such. Maybe this could be my career. Who knows? If again, you never know what could happen. I honestly didn't think that 10 years ago, 2014 at this time was kind of interesting. I was actually just getting out of my junior year of college. So I was going to get into my senior year, my last year of college, like in August. I was doing a lot of writing. I was doing a lot of plays and such. And I thought I was going to be like a big time playwright. I kind of was looking forward towards that. I was getting into acting. I was actually just legit getting into acting then, and I was doing a lot of stuff with this group. Was like related to Shakespeare. I don't want to say the name because I don't want to cause a whatever. And this isn't bad or anything, but yeah, I was getting into the theater scene. So I was more focused on writing. I didn't really think that I was going to do video games. I didn't think I was going to make tabletop games. I mean, I was playing a lot of fighting games, and I was playing a bit of tabletop, a little bit, but not so much. But yeah, like, so it's kind of interesting. I'm just saying, like, it's kind of interesting to know where things take you. I didn't even think that I would. I mean, I was going to church every so often, but I wasn't like going like as much as I go now, and I wasn't as devoted to Christ as I am now. Didn't think I was gonna. I mean, I was hoping to like get a girl and get all that jazz. But and then I think I would meet with somebody from Canada, and like I said, we've been talking for a couple months now and such. So yeah, um, I didn't think I would do this, you know. I didn't think that I would sit here and be like, "Hey, I'm gonna go do become this." I didn't think I would be a teacher at that time. I didn't think I would become a teacher. I know I talked about it a bit with some people, but I didn't think I would do that. I did a lot. I did a lot in 10 years, and it's kind of amazing every time. Whenever I think back, like what did I do in 10 years? And yeah, so that's why I'm just like I'm hoping to provide more. And I'm not. I'm hoping, and let me make that clear because I feel like if you say I'm going to do this, it's going to put a lot of risk on yourself and such, and it's going to be stressful. You never know what could happen, and then I'm going to end up being one of those guys that make those videos like, I'm sorry guys, I know I should be making more videos. I know I promised this, but I can't. And nothing against those guys or anything. But it's like, but that's why I say I hope I can. Um, I hope I can provide more. I hope I can do more. I hope I can figure a lot of this stuff out and such. And yeah, and that's about it. Um, that being said, all thing I can say is like thank you for watching. Thank you for if you are one of my subscribers, thank you so much. Like I said, 75 subscribers is wild. And I think one thing I can say is that like if you haven't, please subscribe. And I always tell people share the love. Like I have a Twitch account, DAFT underscore sheep and DAF underscore sheep on Twitch. I gotta get back to doing that a little bit. It's only been a couple of days, guys, so it's fine. But yeah, um, got that. Got yeah. I mean, you see my socials on here. You can see my socials on here, so there's no problem. But yeah, like, subscribe, and all that jazz, and that's really about it. Um, in any case, I do hope you guys have a blessed one. And you know what? I'm just gonna give this little quick thing. I'm gonna pray right now. If you want to stick around and listen to it, great. If you don't, that's understandable. Um, but yeah, so I'll go ahead and pray. Um, Father God, thank you so much for today. Lord, you are awesome. Lord, thank you for this reflection of 10 years. Just starting something. We don't think about things like that, like 10 years or 5 years, even like how many days ago that we started on something, Lord. And Father, it's amazing that, like I said, um, I may not have a big number of people and such, but I thank you nonetheless for what you have given me. I thank you for the motivation that you give me to even do something like this, Lord. Um, Lord, I thank you that in spite of uh, my lack of talent or my lack of experience, Lord, that people were so willing to come by and watch and enjoy or even just converse on here. Um, I hope for more, Lord. I hope that, Lord, if it is your will, I can be able to create more. And it's a means to glorify you, Lord. I pray that I'll be able to make stuff um, that you be happy with, Lord, and that makes other people happy. I hope that I can encourage others, Lord. I hope I can teach others, Lord. If it's your will that I do that, if I could use my gifts there, then let it be so. And I pray, Lord, that if it's your will that others be influenced, whether they be influenced to follow you, Lord, or they be influenced to create their own material, or maybe even some days somebody on here will come and make a video like this, where they reflect on their life and they praise you, God. Thank you, Father. You are awesome in everything you do. And I pray all this in your son's name, Jesus Christ. Amen. It's been awesome, guys. 10 years. and they give you twice as many for the video. Peace.